What is up YouTube, it's your boy SmackNPie here. The penultimate video for the Q&A recap series is here. This series has been a blast. Honestly, it takes me back to those 2019-2020 days where we were doing chapter 4 theory videos. So much hype, bros, so much content. And yeah, it's gonna be sad once the series is over, but we got a lot of content coming after this series, so make sure you are susu. 100k is coming soon. Without wasting any more time, boys, let's jump into it. Part 6. This is gonna be Super Dark Deception and Monsters and Mortals related, so buckle up. So we're gonna start off with the patch. Now the patch was supposed to drop last week, actually a week after the release of chapter 1, but then it got delayed. In that video I talked about why we haven't got the mobile port yet and why the patch is coming a little later than expected. It was because chapter 1 released in a little bit broken state, a little bit buggy state. S-rank requirements weren't fixed, they were all following the murder monkey, under 10 minutes no lives lost requirement, AI balancing was needed, and there was so much stuff. I talked about it in details. Now it is revealed that patch is coming soon, the console ports as well as the mobile port. So Vince revealed that the console ports could drop anywhere from early to late August, which is next month, and the patch is due to drop before that. So anytime from now until mid to late August, like before mid to late August, we could get a patch, and then after that we would get the console port. We can understand the patch that the PC is getting is also gonna be the same fixes for the mobile version and the console version. That is why they're all being late, because the things are being fixed and then they're being fixed on the consoles and the mobile side as well. So the mobile and the console versions will launch less buggy and more fixed in a better version, if that makes any sense. It was also revealed, I think I talked about this, is that the house characters are also coming as playable characters for free, so I'm excited for it, I'm hyped for it. And the final thing that is coming for the base game is that once all 3 chapters are released for Super Dark Deception, there's gonna be a new game plus. As we all know, new game plus is gonna have extra difficulty. So there's gonna be easy, normal, and hard mode, but then there's gonna be a new difficulty called the demon mode. This is gonna be the most difficult, the most toughest difficulty, and this is gonna be important for if you like challenges, if you like achievements, and if you want that 100% platinum. I'm done, bro. In another news, we learned that they paid DLC. Yes, a paid DLC is coming to base Super Dark Deception. It will have a new content overall, not just playable characters. And Vince said that it would surprise a lot of people. Why? Because it is a very well-known game. And he also said, weirdly, this is very weird, I don't know if it just slipped out of his mouth or something, I don't know if he intended to say that, but he said it will drop just before chapter 2, and it will be near or around the console release. It is definitely weird that we're gonna get a brand new DLC. It's not gonna be house, but it is a paid DLC, like a full-blown that is crossing over with Super Dark Deception. Their characters will be in here. I don't know if he said there will be a map or playable, whatever, but I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. So once again, one of my biggest wishes for the base Dark Deception game was to have crossover like we had with Aliano Lovesick Labyrinth and whatnot. That didn't happen. Hopefully with this, more of that happens here. Then let's talk about Monsters and Mortals. It was revealed that 2 DLCs are coming this year and are the only 2 planned at the moment. One is of course Coma 2 DLC, expected around September, even October for that matter. And the other one is of course the Roblox DLC, which is a combination of both Doors and Piggies. This one will also drop later this year. It will also follow after the Coma 2 DLC, and this one, not only is it free, but it will have 2 maps, all characters from both, all maps and whatnot. So it's like 2 DLC combined into 1 for free. We talked about it in detail, so yeah. Also, it was revealed, and we talked about this, that Monsters and Mortals is actually in development for consoles, but the console ports for Monsters and Mortals are being prioritized at the moment. That's why we're not seeing any other updates related to Monsters and Mortals, because console ports are being prioritized at the moment. For now, only PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S are being planned, so players who have PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X will be able to get the game when it drops. Again, similarly, it is planned around August, September, could be pushed to October or November of this year, could be pushed to late 2024 for all that matters. But Monsters and Mortals console port, it is being prioritized, it is being actively in the work. It was also revealed that no, Monsters and Mortals will not be on the Switch. We might see it on Switch 2, which is actually due next year in 2025, but it will not happen on Nintendo Switch 1, so that is sad. Speaking of which, folks who are asking, what about Base Dark Deception coming to Nintendo Switch, because we know the Super Dark Deception is coming to Nintendo Switch. Well, I don't have good news for you. Dark Deception, the 3D Dark Deception on Nintendo Switch, it is not looking good. It was revealed that Dark Deception 2, the sequel, will potentially be on Switch 2. Not first one. Nothing is happening on the first one other than Super Dark Deception, but there's a chance that Dark Deception 2 will be on Nintendo Switch 2, but Dark Deception on Nintendo Switch 1? Yeah. No. Why? All of these projects are being moved to Unreal Engine 5, and the hardware of Nintendo Switch is just not capable of running that kind of stuff. So it is just like being cut altogether. Then let's move a little bit to other non-Dark Deception projects, starting with House. Now, it was revealed and confirmed House, the first game, is actually coming to mobile in the next few months. And it will be for free. Yes, it will be for free. The House, the game that I platinumed here on the channel. It was my first ever platinum, by the way. Check the video. It will be coming to mobile in over like around 2 months, and it will be for free. It was also revealed that Super Dark Deception mobile ports are also due in the next 2 months, just like console ports, but it will not be free. However, it'll be very cheap, $6 overall. Yes, $6 overall for all 3 chapters combined. Of course, you have to pay it up front, and then when chapter 2 and 3 drops, it'll be for free. Speaking of House, the sequel to that, House 2, which saw a reveal trailer last year, it is also coming along nicely. It is big, ladies and gentlemen. It's revealed that it is big. You can compare it to chapter 5 in terms of how good the quality is and how, major stuff are happening in this game. I'm super duper excited for it. It has a very passionate and a very good chunk of fan base out there over to the indie side, which is very different compared to FNAF, Bendy, Dark Deception. Like, these have like vocal fan base, right? But for games like House, it is a very niche, but a very passionate and a huge chunk of fan base out there. Coming back to Monsters Immortals, it was revealed that after Coma and Roblox DLC, Glowstick Entertainment will start working on the base Dark Deception game for Monsters Immortals, like Mascot Mayhem map, Chapter 4 levels and characters for Monsters Immortals, because they've been due for a very, very long time. So it will happen after the Coma 2 DLC and Roblox DLC, so potentially around early 2025. That should give you an indication of when Chapter 5 is coming. Yep. And final thing related to Monsters Immortals is that after Coma 2 DLC and Roblox DLCs, the game will be considered finished if the community stops caring about it. It will go on as long as, community wants it, as long as they buy it, they play it. But if they stop caring about it, if they stop buying it, if they stop playing it, Glowstick will consider it as a finished product. They will stop making more updates on this, and they will move on to the next game in Monsters Immortals IP series, and it'll be Monsters Immortals 2. So think of Coma and Roblox DLCs as like the final 2 DLCs. With this, we'll see if the hype and interest is still there. If it's still there, great, we'll continue. If not, this might potentially be it. And he did explain, we're going to talk about a separate video, but unlike other multiplayer games, Monsters Immortals does not rely on player count. Because it is a paid game, it relies on the sales of the base game, Super Dark Deception, and the DLCs and whatnot. Again, we're going to talk about another video. And final 2 Super Dark Deception related updates. It was revealed that the Titan Watcher is the biggest on-screen monster in Super Dark Deception. However, Matron comes close because she has the biggest sprite in the freaking Super Dark Deception. Because the boss fight is just like that, she will cover a major chunk of the screen because it is happening, just like Metal Gear Solid kind of boss fight. It was also revealed that all Chapter 5 characters, 5 boss fights of course, which is going to be Chapter 3, for Super Dark Deception, they also have big characters, but just not big enough to go off screen. And also, before anyone asks, I revealed a couple days ago that there are 13 levels in total. Chapter 5 has 5 levels. People asked, will Super Dark Deception also have that 5th secret level? Super Dark Deception will get the 13 levels, so there will be 13 levels in Super Dark Deception as well, so you don't have to worry. And also there will be cheat codes that you can unlock after beating levels in a certain ways, and that is other than the hacking stuff that people do. So cheat codes are different. If you don't know, hacking is different. Like hacking into game files and hacking the game to behave in a specific way is different than having cheat codes available by the developers that makes the game play in a certain way. So cheat codes, they will be here. We like it. And we need Super Dark Deception to be popular so we can have custom level makers. It'll be so fun for the community to make custom levels. It'll be litty as a Piggy. So buy the game, play the game, make it hype, and it'll be lit as a Piggy. The final thing that we're going to talk about in the next video is going to be the TV show update, movie update, and the merch. So yeah, that should wrap up the series tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, we're gonna dive into the hype of FNAF Game Fest 2024, which is now probably the first week of August. It has moved because of the Q&A recap. And for more 100K, let's go. Boy, I'm in loving this series, bro.